This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team of the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Russell. He escapes the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Using his legs, it's Riley. Going absolutely nowhere. We are lost in the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Nice grab. It's Glenn. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. He'll carry his steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Okay,
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Young. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a first down and a big gain.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Ball handed off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Young. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Short completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble now. Gets into space at the 50. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To throw, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
How about this play by the quarterback, putting his body on the line here? But that's the kind of thing that endears you to the fans, the staff, and more importantly, to his teammates. At the end of the day, the quarterback doesn't want to look back on the game and say, I could have done more.
Second down and goal upcoming. Designed quarterback run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Handoff to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The sure hands, it's Flanagan. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick throw caught on the left side. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Young. As the first down is still going. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Go right back to him on first down. Spinning out of the tackle. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff taken, heads off right tackle. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On the move now. Caught by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll run it from the gun. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs. Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
First down and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Riley.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Back to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They connect for 6. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down after that short completion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. A huge defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Comes the first First play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll run it here. Breaks free. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off and start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Offense is back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Gets some space around the 30. Will not be brought down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Nice run. Is brought down to the 44.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. And tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Glenn. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Mid kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Right through the tackle. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Single back, takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. There was no catching him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
They're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's Russell. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone and make a catch and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
First and 10 play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
They're going to run the option. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things the defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. He's better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Gives it to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On the ground, it's James. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Has the first down and more. That's good for a first down near the 40.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
They'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Flanagan. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Catch is made down the middle. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Grinding away with their running game. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. To throw, it's Russell. Quick throw to the left. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quick throw. Misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Nice grab there. Would be enough for a first down, but they say he was out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Finds his man. It's Young. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Up over the middle. It's Johnson. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. That's the